Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, it is not a makeup look, it is a recommendation that I want to give you guys. They are my top 5 podcasts that I listen to pretty much every single day, and yeah, so I do listen to a bunch of podcasts, but these are just the top 5 that just really stuck out and popped out in my head. So yeah, if you're curious what these podcast recommendations are, sit tight, don't go anywhere, let's get started. Alright, so before we begin, of course, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below to join the Kwak fam. Tap on that notification bell. That way you are number 1, getting notifications for when my videos are posted. And number 2, when you click on that bell, you become part of the notification bell members only team. And that means whoever comments on a giveaway video within the first 24 hours are automatically entered into a giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, I did do a giveaway video. The link for that will be down below in the description box. And if you want to check that out and possibly enter that giveaway, go ahead and check that out after you watch this video. Alright, let's get started. So the first podcast I want to talk about is called the Skinny Confidential Him and Her podcast. And this is a podcast with Lauren Everett and Michael Bosstick. They are a husband and wife couple. And in their podcast, they talk about lifestyle, health, beauty, pretty much anything to bring value into your life. They're always bringing in wonderful guests and good speakers, just talking about anything to uplift and, like I said, add more value to your life. They're giving you nice tips and tricks. One of my favorite tips that Lauren gave was time batching, and if you haven't heard of that, go ahead and check out her podcast and listen to it. It's such an amazing idea and nice tip to pretty much be productive. If you're all about being productive and being on that A game, listen to their podcast. They are amazing. Another great podcast that I listen to is called the Joe Rogan Experience. And this is a podcast with, of course, if you just heard me say, Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan is a comedian, he's an MMA commentator, he's a TV host, he's been around for quite some time, and his podcast, if I'm not mistaken, has launched early 2000, like 2009, I believe. And in his podcast, he's always bringing in these really great guests and just talking about interesting topics. His topics are just, it ranges from political stuff to comedy, it covers the entire field. So it's really interesting and it's really great to listen to. I love listening to his podcast, especially on like a long road trip or like a long car drive, going to work, whatever. It is an amazing podcast, highly recommend it. And I feel like Joe Rogan knows so much information that allows him to carry on conversation with his guest and just pretty much talk about just whatever. It's amazing. I love the podcast and I do recommend listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. Number 3 on my list I have is called The Genius Life, and that is with Max Lugavere. He is a nutritionist and he has a book out. I believe the title of the book is called Genius Food, and he talks about health and nutrition, pretty much staying up on your A game when it comes to your health and fitness. Basically health and nutrition though, he does bring in, different nutritionists and scientists and various types of guests on his podcast, and I do recommend listening to him. You do learn a lot of stuff, and he's also bringing you great value to your health and everyday life. Now, number 4 is called Off the Pill, and that is with Ryan Higa. And if you guys know him, he is a YouTuber, an entrepreneur. He is freaking hilarious, and I remember watching one of his first videos when I was in college, and I was like, he looks like one of my close friends. So anyways, it's been a long time and he is freaking hilarious, and the podcast, it just talks about anything from like current events to like trending topics to whatever's going on that's popular. It's just anything and everything. He's bringing on great, amazing guests and talking about any conversation. There's pretty much no filter, which is why it's called Off the Pill. You get it? Like, he's not on the pill, off the pill. So I think that's pretty catchy. I love the name of the podcast. So that is the Off the Pill podcast with Ryan Higa and like his friends as well. They're together and it's pretty hilarious. You want to check it out. So last but not least, it's called Pretty Basic with Remy Cruz and Alicia Marie. And this is just basically a feel-good podcast, I feel like. It's a nice, like, girly, chatty, just relaxing podcast. You want to kick back and like wear your pajamas and have a good time type of podcast. They are bringing you nice, like, you know, good feel value, if you will, but it feels more like a BFF sleepover type of chattiness. So if you're into that and you just want to like kind of relax and, you know, just kind of mellow out, this is a good podcast for you guys. So that is pretty much it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys have any podcast recommendations, comment down below so I can read it and everyone else that watches this video can know those recommendations as well. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button and click on the subscribe button to join the Kwak fam. And of course, tap on the notification bell. And if you want to follow me on my social media, links are down below, or my handle is called @Kwakamole21. Alright, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are. I'll talk to you next time. Bye now.